11 years ago, WWE gave us one of the most unforgettable moments in its history when Randy Orton hit that insane RKO on Seth Rollins. Rollins literally flew through the air, and Orton caught him mid-flight with perfection. To many fans, that's the greatest RKO ever. But let's be honest, Orton has delivered so many iconic RKOs that picking just one feels impossible. So I want to ask you, what's your favorite RKO? Is it that legendary one from Monday Night Raw? You already know exactly which moment I'm talking about. Welcome back to another voiceover episode of Voice of Wrestling. Let's kick things off with a potential WrestleMania surprise that WWE could be planning this time. Right now, the storyline between Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes is heating up. There's already a mystery angle going on about who Orton has been talking to behind the scenes, and suddenly Kevin Owens has entered the conversation. For a while now, fans have been asking, what's going on with Kevin Owens? How's he doing medically? What's his current status? There isn't much official information, but something interesting just happened. Kevin Owens recently posted a video on his Twitter account. In it, there's a cartoon-style Cody Rhodes Funko Pop figure, and Cody's theme music is playing in the background. What's even more interesting is that Owens mimics Cody's signature pyro pose in the clip. Now, this came completely out of nowhere, just like an RKO. We all know the history between Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes, and Randy Orton. So the big question is, was this a tease? Could Owens be involved at WrestleMania? WWE already has a strong storyline going with Orton and Cody, but adding Kevin Owens into the mix could create a major twist. Right now, it's all speculation. There's no clear context or confirmation, but one thing is certain. If WWE decides to use Kevin Owens at WrestleMania, it could elevate the storyline even more. Now, the real question is, if he shows up, whose side will he be on? Cody's or Orton's? Moving forward, we know that just like WrestleMania, SummerSlam is now also a two-night event. Because of that, fans have already started predicting what could headline Night 2, and one interesting speculation going around shows a graphic of Femi versus Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship. With King of the Ring coming up, many fans believe Femi could win it and earn a massive push. There were even earlier rumors about a potential Femi versus Brock Lesnar match. Now imagine this, if Roman Reigns wins the title at WrestleMania by defeating CM Punk and Femi wins King of the Ring, WWE could seriously consider this matchup for SummerSlam. And honestly, WWE should avoid one-off feuds for someone like Roman Reigns. His rivalries should last months, 6 months, 9 months, even a year, so fans remember them for a long time. A feud between Roman Reigns and Femi has huge potential, but it needs proper storytelling. One major issue with big matches is that fans immediately start debating who will win, but if WWE stretches the feud across multiple matches, it creates more excitement and unpredictability. Femi has already gained attention, especially with comparisons involving Brock Lesnar. If WWE books him right, 2026 could be a breakthrough year for him. Now let's talk about something unfortunate involving the Bella twins. On SmackDown, something clearly went wrong. Nikki Bella was seen being helped out, and it looked serious. Because of her condition, WWE plans involving Nikki and Brie Bella for WrestleMania might be canceled. There aren't many details about a possible surgery, but for now, Nikki is expected to be removed from the storyline until she recovers. Going back in time again, 11 years ago, we also saw another intense clash between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. Back then, matches felt raw and unpredictable. There were moments where things looked so real that fans forgot it was scripted. Brock Lesnar especially brought that "if you hit me, I'll hit you harder" energy. That realism made WWE feel different back then. Today, things feel a bit more controlled. Fans often say that the intensity isn't the same anymore, and moments like those are what made WWE special, where the line between reality and storyline blurred. Now here's something wild involving Goldberg. During a meet-and-greet event, Goldberg was casually interacting with a fan, signing autographs and taking pictures. But the fans started saying things like Triple H is a jackass, and surprisingly, Goldberg agreed. The fan even brought up Goldberg's retirement speech being cut short, and Goldberg went along with it, criticizing WWE. The twist, Goldberg likely didn't know he was being recorded.
He probably thought it was just a private conversation, but now that the clip is out, fans are reacting strongly, and interestingly, many are appreciating Goldberg more for speaking honestly. During his recent WWE run, especially his feud with Brock Lesnar, Goldberg faced criticism and was even called Oldberg. But now, with this incident, fans are seeing a different side of him. It'll be interesting to see if Goldberg responds to this situation, because comments like these can affect relationships behind the scenes. Now let's talk about a major development on SmackDown, the MFT group led by Solo Sikoa. Unfortunately, there's bad news. WWE is reportedly planning to split this group soon. If you've been following recent episodes, you'll notice tension building within the group. Members are starting to question Solo Sikoa's leadership, similar to how the Bloodline storyline began to crack. Roman Reigns has already been mentioned in connection to this story, so there's a chance this angle could eventually tie back to him. However, the bigger twist could be Solo Sikoa himself. There's a possibility that he might leave the group and undergo a character change. Fans have noticed that Solo's real-life personality is quite likable, and many believe he could work really well as a babyface. Imagine a new version of the Bloodline, but this time as fan-favorite heroes instead of villains. It's a long-term idea, but the seeds might already be planted. Personally, I think it's time for Solo Sikoa to turn babyface. Fans are starting to connect with him again, and this could be a big moment for his career. Next up, Becky Lynch recently made comments involving Roman Reigns. Fans often call Becky a part-timer, questioning her appearances. In response, she pointed out how Roman Reigns doesn't face the same criticism, even though he works a limited schedule. She highlighted the double standards. When Roman shows up, fans celebrate, but when she does, she gets questioned. It's an interesting comparison. And let's not forget, Becky Lynch is married to Seth Rollins, so there's always some underlying tension when Roman's name comes up. This also brings back memories of how Brock Lesnar was criticized heavily for being a part-timer. Roman Reigns now follows a similar schedule, but the level of backlash is very different. Finally, let's talk about the upcoming episode of Monday Night Raw. Ticket sales are already near sellout, with around 15,000 fans expected to attend. There's also a spoiler. Roxanne, who has been missing from storylines, might return, and if WWE wants to add a twist, she could be aligned with Finn Balor, especially since Judgment Day has split. The show is stacked. Brock Lesnar and Femi are both expected to appear. Penta will issue an open challenge for the Intercontinental Championship. We'll also see a tag team title match featuring the Usos and a major segment involving CM Punk and Roman Reigns. These are the biggest highlights to watch out for: Roman Reigns versus CM Punk developments and Brock Lesnar's potential comeback moment. And one request to Triple H: please avoid unnecessary brawls like we saw on SmackDown. Let the storytelling do the work. If you've made it this far, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for daily WWE content. Until next time, keep enjoying life.